Everyone, it's Christina Johnson here, and I wanted to go over today 5 specific reasons why you might be struggling to lose weight and then what to do about that. So the reason why I thought this is an important topic to talk about is because so often when I'm talking to women who are struggling to lose weight, they often think that it's just because they're eating too many calories or they're not exercising enough or they're just getting older, so it's harder to lose weight. And while, those things do play a role in weight loss, what I have found is that's not usually the answer to the problem. Usually there's other things going on under the surface that's making it hard for you to lose weight. And so we need to take a look at what those other factors are and address them, because once you do, then all of a sudden it starts to feel so much easier to lose weight. It's not like this constant struggle where you're constantly struggling with food and with your body and thinking about food all the time. And so that's what I wanted to talk about today. Before I do that though, in case we haven't met, I'm Christina Johnson. I'm a transformational nutrition coach. I'm the founder, creator of the Emerge Weight Loss Method and the 21-Day Clean Eating Reset. And I specialize in working with people who have struggled with their weight for years. And I help them quit dieting and instead create a healthier lifestyle. I call it a clean and mindful eating lifestyle, so that you can lose weight for good without feeling like you're on a diet for the rest of your life, because nobody wants to do that. So let's go ahead, excuse me, and dive in and look at these 5 reasons that you might be struggling with your weight. So number 1, I've got my notes here so I don't forget any of them. Number 1 is you might have a food sensitivity. And I think the idea of food sensitivities is getting more and more common. But I've seen different nutrition experts and doctors say that they estimate that a majority of people have a sensitivity to something. And so what a sensitivity is, it's different than an allergy where you get this immediate life-threatening reaction. But a sensitivity is it's a food that you're eating that your body isn't digesting well or not tolerating well. So then what happens is when you eat that food, it creates this immune response in your body. And over time, if you keep eating that food that you're sensitive to day after day after day, even just a little bit of it, then that can create chronic inflammation in your body. And when you have that constant inflammatory response, that will lead to weight gain. But it also, food sensitivities in particular, can also cause you to have joint pain. It can create skin issues like rashes or acne even. A lot of people develop more, like their allergy symptoms are often more directly related to a food sensitivity for some people. You can get headaches because of food sensitivity. They can disrupt your sleep. So it really is a big deal. And what I've seen in my 21-Day Clean Eating Reset is that when people avoid the foods that are most commonly known to be a food sensitivity, it is amazing how quickly they start to feel better, because chances are good that you probably have some food that you're at least a little sensitive to, and even one food can stop you from losing weight and cause inflammation in your body. So that's the first reason why you might be struggling to lose weight, is because you have a food sensitivity, you don't know it, and you're just continuing to eat that food. And I will tell you, before I did my first clean eating detox like 12 years ago, I had no idea that I had some food sensitivities. And since eliminating those foods from what I eat, it has made a huge difference in how I feel and how easy it is to maintain my weight. Okay, reason number 2 is because of sugar and flour. So I know that this one isn't totally a surprise, especially the sugar part of it, but you could be cutting back calories and exercising pretty well, but if you are eating more sugar than your body can tolerate, and that includes artificial sweeteners, it includes food made from flour. So I think that's the other thing we don't realize. We start buying these healthier gluten-free alternatives for like noodles and pasta pasta and baked goods, but they're still foods that are made from flour. And anything made from sugar and flour is going to quickly be digested in your body, and it will spike your blood sugar. And when your blood sugar spikes, your body's releasing quite a bit of insulin, and that means your body is now in fat storage mode. So it means that you're not going to lose weight in those couple of hours while your body is in that fat storage mode. And most of us, we're eating constantly throughout the day. We're constantly spiking our blood sugar. We're never giving our bodies a time to burn fat. And so that is a huge thing that can slow down or stop your weight loss, is too much sugar and too much flour. So any foods made from flour, like, muffins and cakes and pastas, all of those things. And I'm not saying you have to be super low carb, but you need to be really strategic about which carbs you do choose to eat. Okay, the third reason why you might be struggling to lose weight is because of chronic inflammation. And so I touched on this a little bit, but there's direct links between inflammation and weight gain and disease. Dr. Mark Hyman, who's a really well-respected functional medicine doctor, he has stated that chronic inflammation is one of the main drivers of weight gain and disease. And I'm talking about all kinds of diseases: heart disease, cancer, diabetes. So we really need to make sure that the levels of inflammation in our body are lower. So again, you can go on a diet that's restricting your calories, but if you're still eating foods that are causing an inflammatory response in your body, even if it's only 1,000 calories, it's not gonna do the job. Or you could be exercising all the time, but if you're still having things that are causing inflammation, it's just not going to be long-term effective, if that makes sense. And so things that can cause inflammation are like what you eat, the food that you eat, even, the toxins and the chemicals and the pesticides in the food you eat can create inflammation. Food sensitivities, like I said, will create inflammation in your body. Sugar creates a major inflammatory response. Different hidden infections and things like that can be inflammatory. So there's quite a few different things that can cause inflammation. And so we need to remove those things so that the inflammation can lower. The fourth reason why you might be struggling to lose weight is because when you're trying to lose weight, you're following these restrictive diets. And so what I find is that when you're on a diet that's either so complicated, like where you have to be counting and tracking and doing all these things, it's just hard to stick with. Or if you're on a diet that causes you to be hungry all the time, or that's not helping you get rid of your cravings, then again, it's just going to be too hard to stick with that diet. And what happens is we just go from one diet to the next, and each one is complicated or hard to follow or makes us feel miserable. And so we start to create this really bad relationship with food and with our bodies and with what it means to eat healthy. We kind of start to equate the idea of eating healthy to being hard and miserable and no fun. And so who wants to do that? So I think that's a big reason why people struggle with their weight, is because of how you're choosing to lose the weight. Okay, the fifth reason why you might be struggling to lose weight, before I go into what to do about it, is bad habits, stress, and emotional eating. So this is a huge one. There are actually two different types of hunger. You have physical hunger, which is that hunger that you feel when you're actually physically hungry. So it's the times where, you haven't eaten in a while, your stomach might be starting to growl, your body needs the energy that it can get from food. So that is physical hunger. And if we were eating most of the time, 90% of the time, just because of physical hunger, then probably our weight wouldn't be so much of an issue. But we don't have just physical hunger. The other type of hunger that we have is emotional hunger. And emotional hunger, it's not just emotional eating, but emotional hunger is really any time where you want to eat, but you're not physically hungry. So if you're wanting to eat, you want a snack in the afternoon, but you're not actually physically hungry, it's not physical hunger, it's emotional hunger. And what happens is all that emotional hunger, those are times you're eating where your body actually doesn't need the calories. It doesn't need the energy it's getting from that food. So it doesn't need to burn it for anything. And so that's extra food that we're eating. It's overeating. And that, if we continue doing that, makes it hard to lose weight. And so, emotional hunger can look like bad habits. So, maybe you have the habit every day after you get home from work just to start snacking because it's kind of your wind down time. Or maybe your wind down time is in the evening after supper. Maybe kids are in the bed, or you just have some quiet time to yourself and you like to unwind with a glass of wine or a snack. That is a bad habit or routine we get into. Probably you're not usually physically hungry in those cases, but it's emotional hunger. It's just this habit, this want to eat. Emotional hunger can also look like stress. When we're stressed, we turn to food. Or maybe it is emotional eating. Maybe you're eating because you want to feel better, because you don't want to deal with your feelings, because it feels comforting to you. So maybe you eat when you're tired or bored or lonely or sad. And so when we have those bad habits and the stress and eating because of emotional hunger, and all the diets in the world, they're not going to help you deal with those underlying issues. And so the bad habits can creep back in. And so we really need to work on dealing with your habits around food. So those are the 5 reasons. I'd love to know in the comments if you can relate to any of these, or if you think any of these might be a problem for you. So I want to talk about what to do instead, but a quick recap in case you missed any of them. The 5 reasons why you might struggle to lose weight. Number 1 was food sensitivities. 2 is sugar and flour. 3 is chronic inflammation. 4 was a pattern of restrictive dieting. And 5 was the bad habits, stress, and emotional eating. So let me know in the comments if you think that any of those might be part of the reason why it's a struggle for you to lose weight. I would love to hear what your experience is with that. So what do we do about it? Because I promise you that if you keep trying all the diets and all the ways that you've tried to lose weight before, going on Weight Watchers, counting your calories in MyFitnessPal, just trying to exercise more, they may work temporarily, but if you're not getting to these other underlying issues, then it won't be a permanent solution. And so what I have found to be my favorite way to jumpstart weight loss, real, lasting, sustainable weight loss, is to do a clean eating detox. So I'm not talking about, some of those crazy detoxes that are out there. I mean, that word is thrown around a lot, and there's like this wide spectrum of what a detox could look like. So I'm not talking about one where you have to starve yourself, where you have to drink only juices, where you have to eat only raw foods or stay right next to the bathroom. But instead, what I'm talking about is a clean eating detox. So basically, I'm talking about committing to, I recommend 21 days, where you are avoiding inflammatory foods, avoiding foods that you might be sensitive to, avoiding other toxins. So just avoiding the overly processed inflammatory foods, sugar, and instead eating really good, nutritious food that's going to fuel your body well. So eating food, real whole foods, like good quality protein. That could be meat, fish, eggs, vegetarian sources of protein. It could be lots of vegetables and leafy greens. It could be eating fruit, good healthy fats, nuts and seeds. So basically, it's not about depriving or starving your body, but it's just about spending some time avoiding some of those overly processed, toxic, inflammatory foods and nourishing your body with all the nutrients that you need to be healthy, to have good energy, to thrive. And so once you do that, if you do a clean eating detox the right way, you're going to discover which foods you're sensitive to, because when you reintroduce them one by one, you'll learn which foods cause an inflammatory response. So you'll discover that by eating clean, you are going to lessen the inflammation in your body dramatically. I mean, it is just amazing to me how quickly people feel better by doing a detox like this. So like I said, I have a 21-day clean eating reset program, and I've had, well over 100 people go through that over the last couple of years. And it's so fun to see the results that they get in just 21 days, because you're eating in such a good, healthy way for your body that your energy starts to increase dramatically. You stop having so much joint pain, your skin looks better, your digestion improves, and you get to jumpstart your weight loss as well. So I love talking about clean eating detoxes. It's what I did to start my own clean eating journey about 12 years ago now. And I haven't stopped because I just feel so good, and it feels like the easiest, best way to maintain a healthy weight. So I wanted to let you know I am offering another 21-day clean eating reset. We start Monday, January 24th. I only offer this program about 3 times a year. Last year it was only 2, but usually 3 times a year. And the next one starts in about a week and a half. So I would love to invite you to join. If you are serious about jumpstarting your weight loss, having more energy, and doing it in a really healthy way, then this program is for you. So what you get is I will give you a step-by-step plan of how to do a clean eating detox. You'll get 3 weeks of sample meal plans and lots of recipes. You will get a detox guidebooks. You'll have all these resources to help you. But then also I think one of the most important parts is having personalized support and accountability. So that means that we'll have weekly coaching calls so that I can guide you through the program, answer all of your questions. We will have a private Facebook community so that, if you're feeling stuck, having a rough day, have a question, I can help you anytime. And you just have everything that you need to be successful. And I think really the best part about this is that you will spend these 3 weeks eating clean and losing weight and feeling better, but you're not going to be hungry. That's not part of the plan. You're not going to be eating boring food, but you get to just eat nice, healthy meals that you will enjoy. I've had lots of people whose family enjoy these foods as well. You're not going to have to buy, supplements or pills or shakes or anything like that. It's just buying food from the grocery store. And so it's just a really healthy way to kickstart a new healthy lifestyle. So I would love to have you join. Right now I'm offering an early bird discount. So if you register this week by Sunday, so only a couple more days, you get $50 off. So register today, you'll save $50. You will also get a bonus prep week. So next week, I will send you some information on what to do to just kind of start laying the groundwork in that prep week so that it's easier to get started on the 24th. So if you have any questions at all about the program, comment below or send me a message. I'm happy to help you figure out if this is right for you or not. It may not be for everyone, and that's okay, but I'm happy to answer your questions and help you decide. So hopefully I will see you in the reset. I'll put the link in the comments once I'm done. Otherwise, it's ChristinaJohnsonWellness.com/winter-reset. So I will put that in the comments, so you can just click the button and go right there. It has all the details, all the information that you need, and you can register there as well. So hopefully we'll get to detox together in just a couple weeks. Thanks so much for watching today, and let me know if you have questions or need anything else. Bye for now.